Hey, Gatekeepers! Welcome back to Weekly Soap Chronicles, your one-stop shop for all things beyond the gates. This week was a roller coaster, wasn't it? We had blackmail, family secrets exploding, a health crisis, and a reunion that went up in smoke. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's dive into all the drama from June 2nd to June 6th. Now, Monday's episode kicks off with Sharon showing up at Anita's, and you can feel the tension right away. Sharon's happy to see Vernon, but when it comes to Anita, not so much. Anita wants to clear the air, but Sharon is not having it. She calls Anita out for going solo, leaving her and Tracy behind and spreading rumors that she has a drug and alcohol problem. Anita says, "Hold up. Say what you want to say about me, but I did not spread that rumor." But Sharon tells her, "You will have to live with the guilt of your actions until the day you die." Ooh. And then Sharon drops the bomb. How much does Vernon know about what really happened to split up the Articulettes? Anita's been keeping secrets from Vernon, and Sharon is ready to spill the beans. She tells Anita, "I know the truth, and maybe it's time everyone else does too, including Vernon." Sharon storms out, leaving Anita to stew in her guilt. Gatekeepers, do y'all think Sharon's going to blow up Anita's marriage? Meanwhile, over at Orphe Jean's, Kat and Mona are talking about Leslie when Leslie shows up. She says, some people say that it takes 3 witches to make a coven, but I guess 2 will do if you're motivated. Girl, Leslie has some good reads. Kat's got that infamous leather jacket and wants to know if Leslie recognizes it. Leslie plays it cool. Nicole comes in and backs Kat up, accusing Leslie of forcing Laura off the road, but Leslie just laughs it off. Y'all are hilarious. Kat says she's taking the jacket to the police, and Leslie doesn't even flinch. In fact, she says, "I'll go with you." "After you, Nancy Drew." Later, when Kat shows the evidence to Jacob, things go sideways. Her own fingerprints and DNA are all over the jacket and receipts. Now, Leslie wants to file a restraining order against Kat. But there is a glimmer of hope. Jacob says the woman in the security footage matches Leslie's height, and the jacket is a match. Gatekeepers, is Kat finally closing in on Leslie, or is Leslie always going to be one step ahead? At the country club, Chelsea pitches Martin on making Samantha the face of her new teen purse line. But Martin's distracted. He's not too thrilled about Samantha modeling. Later, Martin and Ted have a father and son lunch. Martin admits he wishes he'd treated Ted with more compassion, and Ted is grateful for the forgiveness. But Ted's still worried about Leslie. She is more diabolical than we all thought, and that she is. Nicole, meanwhile, is struggling. She wants to forgive Ted, but she's not quite ready. Mona tries to convince her that Ted always loved her, and maybe Leslie conned him into that relationship. Nicole's determined to live authentically, even if it means not giving in just yet. Now, I think Ted and Nicole will eventually get back together, but it's going to take some time. It's a soap opera. Now, let's talk about the real power play of the episode. Eva and Leslie. Ted visits Eva and they talk about their mutual distrust of Leslie. Ted warns Eva to watch her back, and Eva says the same to him. But Eva's got her own secrets. When Leslie shows up asking about her missing motorcycle helmet and gloves, Eva admits she hid the evidence, but not to protect Leslie, to use as leverage. Eva tells her mom, "You need to stay on my good side for a change." Gatekeepers, Eva is finally turning the tables on Leslie, and I am here for it. Who do you think will come out on top in this mother-daughter showdown? On Tuesday, Anita, wow, her story hit hard today. Naomi tries to cheer her up with a vintage Articulettes concert poster, but Anita's not in the mood for nostalgia. She tells Naomi, "Looking back has its hazards too. You long for the old days, but it can make you sad." After Naomi leaves, Anita pulls out a letter from a secret compartment. And gatekeepers, this is where it gets real. The letter is from a fourth forgotten member of the Articulettes, a woman who felt Anita stole the group from her. Dante, the old manager, apparently told this woman her voice was too classless and ghetto for the group, even though she started it. The letter ends with a gut punch. "If you're reading this, sister, I've left this world for what I hope is a better place, and that is on you." Anita breaks down sobbing, haunted by the loss and the guilt. It's a side of Anita we've never seen before, and it changes everything we thought we knew about her. Meanwhile, Haley is done with Danny's accusations about her pregnancy. She shows up at Danny's house, pregnancy test in hand, and says, "Whether it's a boy or a girl, it's a Hamilton." But Danny's not buying it. She jokes about fake bellies and demands Haley take another test right then and there in front of her. Haley refuses, and Danny drops the line of the day. "I guess we've reached a pregnant pause." Classic Danny. Over at Orphe Jeans, Kat is celebrating a small business win when Leslie walks in ready to stir the pot. Leslie threatens to sue Kat for defamation and leaves her with a warning. "People have underestimated me my whole life. That's why they never see me coming until I'm there. You best keep your eyes wide open." Gatekeepers, is Leslie the most dangerous person in Fairmont Crest or what? Bill is on a mission, recruiting Tomas to spy on the Duprees, even though Tomas is not thrilled about it. Kat comes to the law firm for legal advice, and Tomas tries to get the scoop, but he tells her there's no way he can take her case against Leslie with the evidence that she has. Later, Naomi visits the firm and finds out about Haley's pregnancy. She's not exactly thrilled, calling the baby quote-unquote insurance for child support. But the real shock comes when Bill starts slurring his words. Haley and Naomi realize he's been hiding his health problems, and it's clear he needs to get to a hospital and fast. Is Bill's future in jeopardy? Ashley and Derek are still together, but living separately. Ashley tells Leslie off at Orphe Jeans, accusing her of trying to kill Laura twice. The hospital has even changed its protocols to keep Leslie away from Laura's room. Derek backs Ashley up, and together they kick Leslie out of their lunch date. Teamwork. Andre visits Danny, hoping for some romance, but she's more interested in venting about Haley's pregnancy. Andre admits he wants more than a no strings fling, but Danny's not ready. She says, "What a sad pair we are. Friends with benefits whose hearts are partially owned by someone else. People who don't want them." Ouch. All right, let's start with the heart of Wednesday's episode. Anita finally opens up about Barbara, the mysterious fourth articulate. She sits down with Vernon and reveals the truth she's been hiding for decades. We learn that Barbara wasn't just a footnote in Articulette's history. She was the original founder, the soul of the group. But thanks to Dante's manipulation and Anita's own ambition, Barbara was pushed out, her voice dismissed as too classless and ghetto. Anita confesses that she's carried the guilt ever since, especially after Barbara's tragic unaliving. The letter Barbara left behind, which Anita has kept all these years, is absolutely heartbreaking. Woo, Gatekeepers. Did anyone else need tissues for this one? Meanwhile, y'all, Sharon is not playing around. Over at Orphe Jeans, she's spilling her master plan to Tracy, and let me tell you, it's giving villain era. Sharon is like, "I'm resurrecting my career on Anita Williams' back." She's planning to use Anita as the draw for their reunion. But once they're on stage, Sharon's still in the spotlight. And get this, she's insisting they split the vocals evenly between the three of them. Tracy, being the voice of reason, reminds her it should have been 4, thinking about poor Barbara. But just when you think things are moving forward, Tracy gets a call from Vernon. And guess what? Anita's not interested in reuniting anymore. Vernon's all cryptic, saying if Sharon and Tracy want to back out, they don't need to do anything. But if they see any value in this reunion, they better step up. Meanwhile, over in the land of steamy hookups, Danny and Andre are fresh off another round of what Andre calls magnificent bang bang. Apparently, their recent argument brought them closer. Who knew fighting could lead to that? But then Danny calls him her Mr. Right Now, and Andre's like, "Hold up. At this point, aren't I more than that?" Danny, being Danny, jokes about giving him the title of CEO, Chief Executive of O's, if you know what I mean. But Andre's not letting it go. He's like, "We've been each other's ports in a storm. Why can't you just admit it?" But before they can get any deeper, Danny gets a frantic call from Naomi. Turns out Bill's been rushed to the hospital. And just like that, the mood shifts. Now let's head on over to Garland Memorial, where Bill's being treated for what might have been a TIA, a mini stroke. Doug wants him to stay overnight, but of course, Bill's stubborn and refuses. So Doug gives Haley strict instructions for taking care of him at home. But check this out. Bill's face lights up when Danny walks in. She's like, "Drop the pride, Bill. Do what the doctors say. I know you can do this." And somehow, she's the only one who can get through to him. Naomi's over here like, how you still the daddy whisperer after all that he has done? And Danny's like, "Oh, I'm still mad now. Don't get me wrong. He just doesn't get to slip away to hell on me." Haley's feeling a little jelly that Danny can calm Bill down when she can't. But Bill reassures her, saying, "We were together for a long time. You can't just sever a connection like that." Is there still a spark there? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Now let's talk about Chelsea. She's at Uptown enjoying a solo drink when she notices a gorgeous stranger giving her the look from across the bar. Chelsea, being Chelsea, makes the first move with this cringy pickup line. We're both too gorgeous to be drinking alone. And the stranger, she's like, did you just say that out loud? But somehow Chelsea's bluntness works and the two of them hit it off. The mystery woman introduces herself as Madison, but that's about all we get. Just as things are heating up, Chelsea gets a text from Naomi about Bill. When she looks back up, Madison's gone. Very mysterious. Who is this Madison, and what's her deal? I need theories, gatekeepers. Over at the precinct, Kat's filling Jacob in on Leslie's plan to sue her for defamation. Jacob is like, Kat, stand down. Stop interfering. But does Kat listen? Of course not. She's already taken credit for Jacob scoring a search warrant for Leslie's apartment. And when Jacob tells her she can't join the search, she like, I'm going to make sure Leslie gets what she deserves with or without you. Meanwhile, Leslie's doing her own sleuthing. She approaches Shanice at the hospital trying to get her hands on the security footage from Laura's cardiac incident. Shanice shuts her down, saying, I can spot a lace front wig a mile away. It was you on the footage Andre found. Busted. So Leslie tracks down Andre at Orphe Jeans and uses reverse psychology to get him to play the video. She laughs it off, saying, clearly I'm way hotter than that. But Andre, he's not playing. He snaps a picture of Leslie and says he's going to use software to link it to the footage. Boom! Mic drop. On Thursday, Anita is still reeling from the pain of Barbara's unaliving note, and she's firmly against reuniting the Articulettes. Vernon is convinced Anita secretly wants the reunion to happen, and he says, if even a small part of you believes that standing in that spotlight just for one night could ease the weight of what was so tragic, then I say do it. Powerful words, Vernon, but Anita isn't having it. When Barbara died, the group was supposed to take a break to mourn. Instead, Anita went solo, making the break permanent. Meanwhile, Sharon is not taking the news of the canceled reunion well. And by not well, I mean she's ready to throw hands. Her exact words, damn that woman to hell and back. So what does she do? She and Tracy rush over to Anita's house for a showdown. And let me tell you, Sharon comes in swinging, verbally of course. But Anita, she's not here for the drama. She shuts Sharon down with a chef's kiss of a clapback. You both could have walked away when Dante fired Barbara, but you didn't, did you? We were all on that stage together, and you took your bows and cashed your checks, so let's not pretend I was the only one who was ambitious and selfish. And just when Sharon tries to say she's open to a reunion, Anita delivers the final blow. The Articulettes are as dead as Barbara, and nothing can resurrect them. Ooh. Anita shows them the door and collapses in tears. Can somebody get this woman a hug and a glass of wine, please? Switching gears, let's talk about Laura. She's fresh out of the hospital and ready to get back to work, or so she thinks. Nicole throws her a surprise welcome back party, which is sweet, but the conversation quickly turns sour when Kat accuses Eva of teaming up with Leslie to steal Laura's job. Nicole and Laura defend Eva, but Kat's not backing down. I know you have your opinion about Eva, but I have mine, and mine happens to be right. Classic Kat energy. Later, Laura struggles with the new system Eva set up while she was gone. And who does she call for help? Yep, Eva herself. Eva swoops in, no strings attached, and even offers a heartfelt apology. I am so sorry about what happened to you. I didn't do it, but I'm sorry. Growth, people. We love to see it. Speaking of growth, let's talk about Ted. Over a father-daughter meal with Eva, he actually owns up to his part in the affair with Leslie. Yes, you heard that right. Ted admits, I was the married one, not Leslie. Wow, accountability in a soap? Who knew? Inspired by her dad's honesty, Eva admits she can't blame her mom for everything that's gone wrong in her life. Progress, people. Progress. But of course, this is a soap, so things can't stay wholesome for long. Eva gets a text and runs into Nicole on her way out. Awkward. Meanwhile, Ted and Nicole are left to make small talk. And by small talk, I mean Ted talks and Nicole tolerates it. Barely. Now let's check in on Leslie, who's at home thinking about where Eva might have stashed her helmet and gloves. Enter Jacob, aka Officer Sexy Yet Annoying, with a search warrant. Leslie, being Leslie, doesn't resist unless you count her endless flirting as resistance. It's like, Leslie, come on. Jacob leaves empty-handed but promises to get her eventually. Leslie, of course, has her own promise. Baby, when I'm done with you, I'm going to own you and your whole damn jurisdiction. Later, Leslie crashes Ted's conversation with Nicole at Uptown. Perfect timing as always. She demands Ted call off the police, but let's be real, trouble is coming for her either way. On Friday, we kick things off at Orphe Jean's, where Eva is on the phone with Laura, offering her help with whatever she needs. Sweet, right? Well, not so fast. Kat overhears Eva casually mention she'll be at the diner all day, and you know what that means. It's sleuthing time. Kat wastes no time heading to Eva's hotel, where she charms her way past an employee and sneaks into Eva's room. And while she's on the phone with Jacob, promising she won't interfere with his investigation, she's already rummaging through Eva's closet like a woman on a mission. But the real drama unfolds when Eva and Tomas show up at the hotel room while Kat is still there. Kat dives under the bed just in time to overhear a lot. When Eva tries to kiss him, Tomas shuts it down. Why? Because his heart belongs to Kat. Oh, he tells Eva, she's got me hooked and I have to see where this goes. Eva gets pulled away by a phone call from Laura while giving Kat the perfect chance to escape, and she doesn't leave empty-handed. Oh no, Kat finds a bag under the bed containing Leslie's leather gloves and helmet. Over at the Bill and Haley front, things are not looking good. Against Doug's orders, Bill goes back to work just one day after his hospital stay. When he comes home early, Haley is worried, but Bill brushes it off, saying he just wants to spend more time with her. Sweet, right? Except he still looks terrible. Haley demands he takes better care of himself, and Bill promises he'll stick around for her, their baby, and their future. Things seem fine for a moment, but then things take a turn. Their couch flirting session, if you know what I mean, ends with Bill passing out on top of Haley. She immediately calls 911 and Bill is rushed back to the hospital. Meanwhile, at Uptown, Chelsea vents to Naomi about Kat being too focused on Eva instead of their new business line. Naomi gets it, but reminds her that police work can be thrilling. She would know, being married to a cop and all. The conversation shifts to Bill's health, and the sisters agree to keep a close eye on their dad. Enter Madison, Chelsea's mystery woman. But here's the twist. Madison acts like she doesn't even know Chelsea. When Naomi asks how they know each other, Madison quickly says, "We don't," and bolts out of the restaurant. Really? Naomi picks up on the weird vibes and even suggests Madison might be married. Before they can dig deeper, they get a call from Derek letting them know Bill is back in the hospital. At the casino, Joey and Vanessa are, let's just say, getting creative with their surroundings. After their poker table escapades, Vanessa jokes about her past adventures on a pool table. The 8-ball wasn't the only thing getting pocketed. But the fun doesn't last long. Joey invites Doug to join them, and things get awkward fast. Joey blurts out that Doug owes him $250K. Vanessa assumes Joey wants her to write a check, but nope, he has a different plan. Joey proposes laundering money through her real estate company, calling it financial choreography. Nice try, Joey. Once Doug leaves, Vanessa unleashes her fury. "You played me, made me believe you cared. We had sex, for God's sake. I felt something with you." She storms out, but not before giving Joey a well-deserved slap. The episode ends at the hospital, where Naomi and Chelsea are panicking over Bill's condition. Ashley reassures them that he's in good hands with Dr. Montgomery. But wait, who is Dr. Montgomery? When she turns around, it's none other than Madison, Chelsea's flaky mystery woman. What are the odds? Oh, right. It's a soap opera. The odds are 100%. All right, gatekeepers, that's a wrap on this week's Beyond the Gates breakdown. What were your biggest takeaways? Did Anita make the right call about the reunion? Is Bill finally going to take his health seriously? And what do you think of Madison? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Weekly Soap Chronicles, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a Beyond the Gates update. Until next week, keep those gates open and the drama coming.